Caspian, and this is In the Know. This is In the Know. You're a f***ing god.
Morning, everyone. Ready to have a great show?
People are tweeting that Lauren's voice is making them sick.
What are you talking about?
Using the hashtag In the Know makes me blow.
Blow? We partying up in here?
He looks so handsome.
Handsome like it showed.
Michael Tyson, did you ever think in the middle of a bout, I wish I could just look my opponent in the eye and say, I am enough?
I do that when I smash his face.
Tegan and Sarah, my girlfriend, also named Lauren, looks like me. Does that make me an honorary twin lesbian?
Wow.
I'm starting an office frat. Want to be our first member?
This is not an endorsement of Greek life or its rapey wolf culture.
How many horny boomers could you have in this office before it's a fire hazard?
I'm sexually attracted to ideas. I once got an erection from reading Plato's The Cave.
Do you have a therapist?
Oh, hell yeah.
It's time for a racial roundtable. Hold my hand, Carl. Carl, your hand.
I'm a baby. I'm the man.
Hugh Laurie, what should we do about Meghan Markle?
I don't know that any action is required.
Do you have the research for the first guest? This just says straight white woman.
Tells you everything you need to know.
Hello, everyone. This is Heather Hurt with the NRW, where nerds rule the world, and I am here with Jay Smith Cameron, who plays Barb, and Carl Tart, who plays Carl, in the Know from Peacock, premiering on January 25th. How are you two today?
Well, thank you. How are you?
Good. Or this close to the premiere of the show. How are y'all feeling?
Excited.
Excited? Carl, this is a really silly question to start out with, but how does it feel playing a character with your given name?
Well, the hard part about that was this character is I'm different from the character, but when people saw Carl as Carl, everybody was like, wow, our guy is immortalized. And I go, don't look at that man and see me. Like, that's a cartoon character. But I'm used to hearing my name. A lot of people know this, but some people don't. I'm named after my father, and so is my brother. So I'm used to hearing my name around, even though we all got nicknames. But it's pretty awesome to have that. Honestly, I like it. I like that his name is Carl, even though some of my friends definitely were giving me crap about. Oh wow, look at you. That's what you look like now.
Now I gotta know what your nickname is.
Yeah,
my nickname. Oh, I'll tell you when the interview's over.
Okay.
Oh, fair. That's fair. All right, to both of you, Beth and Carl are basically like the parents of the show. They're the level-headed duo that keeps the show going. How do y'all feel coming into those types of characters? Do you have any inspiration for who you are playing as Beth and Carl?
For me, there was no real inspiration. I think I just kind of read the description of this guy and thought, like, how would this dude really interact with all these people? When they said he was kind of the voice of reason, I go, this dude is just kind of coming to work every day and just kind of living his life and having a simple life and kind of minding his own business and staying out of everybody else's and just kind of moving on, going home and watching his TV and just kind of like, well, that happened. Like, kind of that disposition. Like that's what I like about him. That's how I went into it.
Fair. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, I was. I wanted to say that I had this idea that she was Midwestern, possibly, and then when I was laying down the audition, my husband helped me. Read the other lines. And he was like, what if she's Midwestern? I was like, that's what I was thinking, but it doesn't say that. And I'm very strictly, try to follow the directions. But I did it that way and they egged me on to do it that way in the show. But in my limited experience of working occasionally in the Midwest, I just encountered all these like really motherly, warm women who were incredibly good at what they did, but they were like very modest and not necessarily comfortable in the spotlight, just really warm. And so I drew on that a lot.
That's wonderful. That's beautiful. Going right off of that, Beth has a very she takes everything and just lets it fall off her shoulders. How do you hope people take that, especially in our day where all of us feel so heavily? What would you like people to take away from Beth?
Do you mean that that she doesn't overreact to everything?
She doesn't overreact. She lets things just kind of slide off.
Well, I think particularly because Lauren and Caspian and some of these other characters really are triggered constantly. That like that's almost their thing. I feel like it's great that she's sort of relatively not judgmental and calm and in fact, as we were saying earlier, like her husband's been murdered, and it just she just mildly. They just bring that up once or twice, but she's the one to call attention to herself. And I mean, if the show does get picked up for more episodes, I'm not sure what the plan is for it, right? But I hope that we get a whole murder mystery to unravel.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I think. But on the other hand, I hope that she, in time, would be the kind of person to be like, "That's enough. I'm not the punching bag,"
Mm-hmm.
So.
Absolutely. And Carl, you're kind of Carl's character is he does take everything in stride, but at the same time you can see those emotions kind of bubble up underneath. What would you like to, if once again, cross fingers, if we do go forward, what would you like to see more with Carl in the future?
I want to see Carl get his own hour show on the network. And what would he talk about?
What would it be like? What would Carl's hour be?
Probably various breakfast cereals. Reviewing stuff like that.
You don't think he'd be one of those tech podcast guys?
Yeah, like YouTube videos.
Yeah, definitely reviewing YouTube mukbangs. I want to see Carl do mukbang.
There you go. Right. How did y'all feel? I apologize. Thank y'all so much for your time. Cannot wait for the show to premiere. Thank you so much. Y'all have a wonderful day.
You too.
Remember, if you get nervous, plant both feet on the ground and breathe through your nose.
Barb, I was part of the People's Microphone during Occupy Penn Station. I amplified messages from the Acela Lounge all the way to the Duane Reade with the bathroom. I think I can handle a pledge drive.
You're our gal.
Don't call me gal.
You're our person.
Jesus, Barb. I am not your property. Wow.
The kids are being hard on you today.
They're hard on me every day. But I don't mind. It just means they feel safe. It's like I'm the guest of honor at a roast that goes on for my entire career.